welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time on my channel, I'm so glad to have you here. Make sure you do not leave without subscribing, and when you do subscribe, click on the bell so that each time I post a new video you can get notified. I'm really excited about today's video because this is a highly requested video. I've gotten so many requests like how to start a YouTube channel, how to grow a YouTube channel, tips, do's and don'ts, all of that. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys tips, tricks, what you need, everything you need to know when starting a YouTube channel with 0 subscribers, 0 views. I advise you have like a pen and paper so that you can like jot down things. The first thing I'm going to say before I start talking about the basics and what you need to know is that YouTube is not that deep. It's not as difficult as you think it is. It's not that complicated. Honestly, once you know the basics, everything is going to flow for you. You don't need to feel as much pressure as you're feeling over starting a YouTube channel. Like you feel like everything needs to be perfect. You feel like you need to have your 2-year plan ahead of you. You keep thinking things like, oh, I don't have a camera, I don't have a tripod, I don't have a ring light, I don't have all those unnecessary things. You have your phone, don't you? You just need to think about the fact that YouTube is just like every other social media. Almost everyone, okay, I won't say almost everyone, but most people have Instagram accounts, Snapchat accounts. You just need to think of it like that. This video is going to be in segments. I'm going to have timestamps in my description box. Right, so the first thing I'm going to be talking about is setting up your channel. I mean channel name, channel banner. At the top right corner of YouTube, you're going to see your profile. So you just click on that and go to your channel. I already put a channel banner here because I was like trying it out. I advise that when picking a name for your channel, you actually think about it because it is what is going to stick with your subscribers once you start posting videos. Don't just think of anything and put there because it's going to be a little difficult to change in the future. The next thing is channel banner. When I first started my channel, I looked everywhere. I couldn't really find videos talking about profile picture and channel banner, and I had serious issue with channel banner for some reason. I don't even know why. I'm not going to show you guys how to make your channel banner. All you're trying to do in your channel banner is just show people the name of your channel and what it is you do or how many times you post a week. For me, all I want in a channel banner is just like plain background and then text over it. If you want this type of thing to be a channel banner, all you need is an app that can put text on the picture. I'm going to recommend 3 apps. You can use PixArt, you can use Fonto, and you can use PicMonkey. The first thing I'm going to do is to crop the image so the image is in 6:9 because this is the only way to get a perfect channel banner. So just crop it and save the picture. I got this picture from Pinterest, so I'm just going to click and get the image from my gallery and write the name of my channel, which is Sugar Tea. Align to the center. I'm just going to bring the text to the center. Then I'm going to choose the font I want it to be. Let's use Aurora Pro. And I'm going to increase the size and then take it to the center. I won't increase the size too much because the section that cuts out the channel banner is actually small. And then I'm going to like style the text a little bit, maybe stroke. I'm going to add another text and say something like vlogs, lifestyle, fashion. I'm just going to drag it down here, decrease the size a little. So I'm just going to save this and take it to YouTube. I'm going to click on this edit icon here, and the first thing here is what I'm going to choose. Oh my god, it's too down. It's going to cut daily life diaries. This is just trial and error. I'm going to go back on the app and try to lift it up a bit, then I'll get back to you guys. And just like that, you have your channel banner and your profile picture, and you are ready to start your YouTube channel. The next thing to do is to update your description box. You can put who are you, your age, what you're here to do on YouTube. You can just talk about yourself since you're starting a YouTube channel and no one really knows you yet. Just do not leave your description box empty because you don't want when you send links to people and tell them please subscribe to my channel, I'm going to start posting videos soon. You don't want someone to go to your channel and everything is empty and it's like what's even going on here, nothing is happening. So you want to look like you actually know what you're doing. So that's why you need to put something in your description box. The last thing I would say about setting up your YouTube channel is that you should download the YouTube Studio app. The YouTube Studio app is going to show you your views, your watch time, your revenue when you get monetized. They keep track monthly, so they tell you your progress, like if this month has been better than last month or if last month has been better. The next step that you would take is promoting your YouTube channel. This is where you have to step out of your comfort zone. I'm pretty sure there's no one that is just going to like the idea of disturbing people about subscribing to the person's channel, but you have to get used to it. You need to promote on all social media platforms, anywhere that you have people that have the ability of clicking on your link and subscribing. subscribing. You can decide to promote your channel immediately you have made your channel banner and all of that, like before you post your first video. This is one of the easiest ways to get subscribers when you are starting off, because your friends and people around you be like excited, they're starting YouTube, so they're going to share your links to everyone they know and beyond. The next category, and the thing that holds people back a lot, is the equipment and filming environment. You must not break the bank because you want to start a YouTube channel. No one is expecting a new YouTuber to have like top-notch quality. Like, no one even expects that from the bigger YouTubers. All people want in actuality is a clear video that they can look at. When it comes to YouTube, your phone is your greatest asset, and like 100 times better when you have an iPhone. I don't see why you are looking for a camera as a starting YouTuber when you have an iPhone. And if you are an Android user, there's no need to fresh, because I am also an Android user. This video I'm currently filming now, I'm filming it on my Android phone, on my Samsung. So yes, you can still make clear videos with an Android phone. Make sure that your lens is clean, make sure you have natural sunlight, because lighting is one of the major factors that makes your videos look clear. If you feel like your Android phone, the camera quality is not the best, you can decide to use the back camera to film. If you want to see yourself while filming, you can place a mirror in front of the camera so that you can see yourself as you're filming, to make sure that you're not talking to yourself, to make sure that what you're doing is actually recorded. Personally, I use my front camera because the back camera life is just not for me. I've tried it once and I didn't really like it, so I'm perfectly content with my front camera and it is working for me. If you do want to buy a camera though, this is not the channel, because I do not own a camera, so I cannot give camera suggestions and recommendations. Now I'm talking about support for your camera or your phone. I mean a tripod stand, because your phone is not going to float in the air and be recording you. If you are really on a budget, you can get good tripod stands from Jumia. There's one that I got as a birthday present and I used it for like more than 6 months till it fell and it broke. I'm going to try and look for it and put it up here. You can also get really affordable and durable tripods on AliExpress, or you can also get from Instagram stores in your area. So when I first started my YouTube channel, I didn't have a tripod. I used to have a high chair, and then I'd bring books and stack on the chair, and then I placed my camera and adjust it so that, you know, that was my tripod stand. When I got to school, I got a ring light, a 12-inch ring light, and the ring light has a phone holder, so that is what I used to film. So I've never officially had a tripod that I bought with my money that actually worked for me. Some weeks ago, I tried buying tripods and all the ones I bought were rubbish. So I cannot say that I actually own a tripod right now, and I've been surviving without it, and I probably will continue to survive without it. Now the next thing is lighting. Like I said, lighting is what makes your video attractive. Not having a ring light doesn't mean that you cannot have clear videos. I started my channel before I bought a ring light and I made pretty clear videos. I used to make sure I filmed during the day. I used to like open the doors, open the windows. You can also buy a selfie ring light, those small ones that just attach to your phone. If you have enough money to buy a ring light, I suggest buying an LED light instead, because these days I've been seeing the differences and how LED lights actually looks better. The glare is better, the focus is better, and I noticed that when I use an LED light, like it's like my pores don't show at all. Like I'm currently not using an LED light, but I'm just saying, like I've used it to take videos before, and an LED light is definitely way better. Your background is what people see when they're watching your video. Like if you have dirty walls, clustered environments, like it's not something that I would stay and watch. You can easily invest in a backdrop. Those are not so expensive. If you do not want to go that far, you can improvise. Do something like get a plain white bed sheet or a plain bed sheet and find a way to like hang it up so that it like drips down, and that becomes a backdrop. If you also do not want to do this, you can also use a curtain, like this white curtain behind me. If I didn't want all this to show, I could easily shift my table backwards and that curtain alone becomes my background. The next category here is filming and video ideas. You need to know what you want to do, and that falls under finding your niche. If you want to have a vlog and lifestyle channel, if you want to like give advice on your channel, educational channel, cooking channel, mukbang channel, you must not decide immediately. You can experiment the first couple of weeks, like post random content and see what does well, or see what you enjoyed posting the most, and from there like choose. Something that's very important and doesn't get talked about enough is establishing the personality that you want to show to the internet. And this is not as easy as it sounds. When I first started YouTube, I was watching, like I watched a lot of all these growth videos, and there was one particular person that talked about personality, how it's either you have the YouTube personality or you don't, and that struck me. I started trying to fix personalities into myself that wasn't actually me, and by the time that I realized that wait, this thing that this person said, I don't agree. It's not always like that, okay? Even if you're an introvert, there are so many channels that are very quiet, like it's just vibes and aesthetic, and they are making it out there. So you don't have to be someone that's always making someone laugh. You don't have to be a comedian. You don't have to have a loud personality. Honestly, just be authentic. You must not show your entire person to the internet, but show something that you can be consistent with. The next thing is camera presence. When I first started my YouTube channel, it was hard to look the camera in the eyes. It was difficult, and sometimes you don't even realize that instead of staring at the lens, like you're just like looking up, you're looking down, side to side. And when you're like that, your audience is not going to feel close to you. It's going to look like, what's this person doing, what's going on? When you are timid, it's going to show on camera. People are going to notice, and it's going to be a little uncomfortable watching someone that is not looking like the person is confident. Practice makes perfect. The more you do it, the more it becomes natural for you, and before you know it, you're talking to yourself even without a camera in front of you. Avoid filming in noisy environments. Even if your excuse is that your house is always noisy, you have a lot of siblings, time your videos. Maybe times where everyone is going out, you can decide to stay back and be like, no, I can't go out, I need to film a video because this is literally the only time that this house is going to be quiet. Like right now, the time is, let me show you guys, the time is 23:26. I don't know if you can see this. It's literally almost midnight, and I'm filming this video because today was hectic. The house was noisy, and I can't make a video where every 2 seconds I'm answering yes, what is it, what do you want me to do? Film in your best mood. Film when you're feeling good. If you are tired and you're forcing yourself to film, you're going to regret when you're editing that video. If you're not feeling good, don't push yourself too much. Just flash it. Like I said, it's YouTube. It's not that deep. When starting a YouTube channel, before you start, have a list of up to like 15 video ideas. 15 doable. I don't mean 15 ideas, meanwhile 10 of them are things that you cannot even do. And then before you post your first video, make sure you film like 3 of those videos, and make sure you have edited like 2 videos before you post your first video, so that you're off to a good start. Get video ideas about searchable content, like how to do this, or popular videos like morning routine, first day of school, get ready with me for school. You know, videos that people are going to click on even if they do not know you. Starting with a day in my life, a week in my life is like. The next category is editing. Editing is the most stressful, most time consuming, but it's honestly, to me, it's the best part of doing YouTube. The way you edit your videos is going to make or break your videos. I don't know, but if you're here thinking that you can post a video without editing it, please don't. Make sure you cut out clips where you're pausing, where you are stammering, where you're zoning out. Something I really do not like when I watch videos is parts where someone is just like stammering, or there's like a long pause, and I think to myself, why didn't you edit this out? Why are we here looking at this thing with you? Cut out uninteresting segments if you are talking about the same thing for a very long time. If it's a vlog, for example, you can't be talking for 5 minutes straight. Me personally, is something that I would like skip if I'm watching a vlog. I'm going to mention some basic editing softwares that you can use on your phone. If you're using an iPhone, obviously iMovie, but for my Android girlies, and if you're a guy watching this, CapCut is literally chef's kiss. CapCut has every single thing you need for video editing on your phone. It is a dream come true. CapCut, Velo is also really good, but the advanced features, I think you need to pay for it. I'm not totally sure. Some softwares I can recommend using to edit on your laptop, you can use Final Cut Pro if you have a MacBook. For Windows, if you're a Windows girly like me, what I use is Wondershare Filmora. There's also Premiere Pro. Someone told me about that one. I don't know if you paid for that one or not. I'm not really sure, but I know that one is really good too. I'm planning to make a video soon about how I edit my YouTube videos, so I'm not really going to go too in-depth into editing in this video. So editing is something that you need to prepare yourself for, like mentally prepare. Like, I'm going to sit down here for 8 hours and I'm going to do this. But if you're the type of person that you can't stay and do one thing for a long time, you can edit small. If you keep forcing yourself to edit at stretches, it's going to start looking like homework and you're going to get burnt out very fast. Even if you feel like your editing is not good enough, not beat yourself up, because practice makes perfect. Just keep trying. I always watch videos, people that post how I edit my YouTube videos. I watch those type of videos a lot because I'm always trying to add something new in my editing. The next category is thumbnails and video titles. Thumbnail is what determines whether or not people are going to click on your video. I advise you to be creative creative with thumbnails. I have like an entire folder on my phone, thumbnail inspiration. So if I ever feel like I want to switch things up on my thumbnail, I just go through that and look for something and try and replicate what that person did on their thumbnail. Keep practicing, keep looking at other people's thumbnails, and keep copying what you can, because come on, out here nothing is 100% original. I also plan to make a video on how I make my thumbnails, so I don't know if that video is going to go up after this one or before this one, but I'm going to try and put it in the description box. Apps that I recommend for making good thumbnails are basically the same things I mentioned for channel banner. Your video titles are also just as important as your thumbnail. I really recommend looking at different formats, different ways you can structure one particular title. How do I explain this? Let's say you want to post a morning routine, for example. You can search up morning routine and look at trending searches, like what people put in their morning routine title. Don't just have one particular title and just focus on it. Be flexible, be ready to change the title of your video if you see a title that seems more appealing. Another thing I would say about video titles is that you should track small channels. Like something I really do a lot is that the small channels I'm subscribed to, people like me under 10k subscribers, when they post a video that does significantly better than their previous videos, I usually take notes and I usually like make a mental note or I write it down somewhere to make that video in the future. Because if someone that has 2,000 subscribers posts a video that gets like 5,000 views, obviously that is something that is not normal for that channel, so you pick up on it and plan to make that type of video next. The last category I'm going to talk about is monetization. Monetization is not something that I feel like you should have at the very tip of your mind when you are starting a YouTube channel, because monetization takes a long time unless you have like rapid growth. Requirements for you to monetize is 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. You need to have these 4,000 hours within a year. Let's say you posted a video November 2021, you need to have 4,000 hours by November 2022 in order to monetize. So monetization requires dedication, hard work, consistency. So to round up this video, I'm going to be giving a few tips, random tips and advice. First tip: set goals for your channel. I feel like the best way and the fastest way to grow on YouTube is to set goals for yourself. Telling yourself that I need to have 500 subscribers in my first 6 months. This doesn't mean that you should burn yourself out trying to meet these deadlines. Having these deadlines is just a way of keeping track. The next thing is that I honestly feel like you should have an upload schedule. Like you should have days that you post so that you do not confuse your subscribers, and so that the people that are subscribed to you, like the few subscribers you have, are going to know when to be expecting videos. So having an upload schedule helps YouTube know when to push your videos. It's like if YouTube notices that you keep posting on Tuesdays and on Fridays, when those days come, it's like the algorithm gets ready to boost your video. If you are starting a YouTube channel, I honestly suggest posting twice a week for the first few months. You should expect the worst when starting YouTube. You can post your first video and you're going to be struggling with 50 views. Quoting a quote from my dad, there is no lesson from success. So if you start and take off immediately, you literally are not going to learn anything, because you're going to feel like, oh wow, I did this and it worked. And that's just how it's going to be for you. Accept failure, move on from it. YouTube is for everyone. Everyone has the time on YouTube. Do not get obsessed with the numbers. When you just put yourself in a mindset that you are doing this for fun, I just want to document how my life is going so that I can look back in the next 10 years and appreciate what I'm seeing. When you have the mindset, it's going to be a lot more fun. It's going to be a lot more enjoyable. Do not compare your growth. Do not tell yourself things like, I started with this person and she's already at 15k and I'm still at 300 subscribers. That's not going to help you. That's only going to pull you down, and before you know it, you're going to stop posting videos because you're going to feel like, oh, YouTube is not for me, there's no need to keep trying. This thing worked out for this person, it's not working out for me, end of story. No, YouTube is not like that. The last thing I will say in this video and to round up this video is be consistent. I've said this so many times on my channel and I will continue to say it because it is literally a lifesaver. That is what skyrockets channel, being consistent. Even if your videos are not getting views but you are consistent, trust me, your analytics are going to start going up. You're going to start seeing progress on your channel, even if it's slow and steady. Believe in yourself, believe you can do this, and like I said, YouTube is not that deep. I hope this was a good starter pack for people that are starting their YouTube channels. If you were helped or anything, please subscribe to my channel, and I'm going to see you guys in my next video.